Good morning and welcome to another episode of Feed Me Friday. Man, I got a lot to tell you guys. First, I will say, I think I may have told you that I had some curry last week, and I was trying to get curry that didn't have tomatoes in it. But I mean, I was looking up the names of the curry and the recipes, and I thought I was safe, but I was not, because they had not only do they have chili in them, but they also had tomato sauce. So I'm like, okay. Anyway, I want to see how that would affect me, but I knew it would take at least a week. So anyway, what happened? I kept getting headaches. Like 3 days in a row, I was having headaches. Today's actually the first day, day 4, where I don't have a headache. And I was talking to my friend about it, and she was like, do you think that maybe it's because I'm like, oh, is it hormones? Like, what's going on there? And she's like, do you think maybe it's the nightshades from last week? And I'm like, oh my goodness, it totally could be. So then I looked at my arms, and sure enough, I have one new spot of psoriasis on this arm here. So I'm like, I mean, you can't see it there, it's hidden. Anyway, good to know, I had planned on not having any more ordered out curry anyway, unless I know for sure what's going in it. So anyway, that's that. I was a little bit sad, but whatever. Let's see. Oh, so my husband and I went to this outdoor event in a nearby, I'm going to say city. It's definitely not a town. It's too big to be a town. It was like to celebrate opening up this new park, and it's a park that runs the length of a road. So there are all kinds of neat things going on. Where we were at, there was an outdoor ping pong table, and the woman had asked us if we would mind bringing some of our tables, our portable tables, which we have a few, and they're small. They're not normal size ping pong tables. So anyway, that's what we did. We had a great time. They had a food truck there, and I'm looking at I brought my own food, because I was like, just in case. But anyway, let's see, what do they have? They had everything was sandwiches. So it's like they had a shrimp po' boy, they had a lobster roll, and then they had a veggie burger, and then they had a cheesesteak. I'm like, well, the cheesesteak sounds pretty safe, maybe. And it was supposed to have rosemary on it and sun-dried tomatoes. And I asked them, I said, can you just give me the cheese and the steak? And they said, sure. I mean, I should have said no rosemary too, but I didn't think about it. Besides, I figured the rosemary was part of, they make a big batch and they just throw it on the stove, and I don't know. That was how I imagined it. Anyway, it tasted pretty good for the first few bites, and then I'm like, this is way too salty. And I'm laughing because I'm like, how could I, the person who loves salty food, how am I thinking this is too salty? But it was crazy. I couldn't finish it. And, I felt bad throwing it out, but no one else was, my husband's not going to eat it either. But anyway, so we had a great time. What was funny is, so my husband and I are playing on the main table. We're not playing a game. We're just hitting the ball back and forth, which gives us some freedom to do kind of a exhibition kind of thing. So he's popping the ball up, I'm smashing it back, and we keep doing that. And it was so much fun. And there was a guy who was filming us, and he was like, you guys look like you're Olympians. And I'm like, thanks. I'm laughing because it's well, to someone who doesn't know how to play, we look good. If you know how to play, you could easily pick out, where we're making mistakes and stuff. And then another guy, I was, motioning for him and his wife to come play. And he's like, no. I like watching you guys. You guys should be the national players. And I'm like, oh, that's so nice. Thank you so much. So anyway, good times. I was worried I was going to be sick from the cheesesteak because I kept burping the rosemary. Oh my word. It was so powerful. But I was not. It was just indigestion. So this is why I like to simply season my stuff, because I don't want indigestion for hours. And that's what it was. I was burping that dang rosemary the rest of the night. So I was thinking, it's funny to me, some of the best foods is just seasoned with salt. So like this whole breakfast. Oh, for anyone who's new, this is cheesy scrambled eggs. I make up a big batch ahead of time, and then I just keep dipping into it throughout the week. And then this is steak that I've grilled, and then I put it in the freezer, and you can see it's, it's still kind of pink in the middle. I like it like that because I like mine well done. I'll throw this back in the pan and it'll get nice and brown, and it will still maintain a good texture. Anyway, I'm going to go get something. I'm going to go wash my hands and get some coffee. So this is Jamaican Me Nutty by Lancaster County Coffee Roasters brand. I've got 2 tablespoons of butter, 2 tablespoons of heavy cream, a few dashes of salt, and a scoop of collagen. So let's see, something else to share. Thinking about how people are always asking they're always saying, please subscribe. And I don't think I've said that since I started in the beginning. I don't remember. I think I was saying that when I made recipe videos, but it's like I'm not making any money on my videos. I never wanted this to be a something where it's like I was pushed to get subscribers so I could make money. Yeah, so there's no pressure for me to get more subscribers so that I can earn more cash. It always kind of cracks me up when I hear people saying, I'm trying to hit, 50,000 subscribers this year, or I'm trying to hit, 150,000 subscribers. And I'm kind of laughing because I know how many subscribers I have. And I'm like, well, I'm thankful for who's watching my channel. You guys are listening to me babble. And if you're here, I appreciate it because it means that you like what I put out. And changing the subject. So I saw this picture the other day where it said for 100 calories of broccoli, you could get more protein than for 100 calories of beef. And I'm like, all right, let's look this one up. So took me a few minutes. 100 calories of broccoli is about 3 cups of broccoli, give or take some, depending upon how you cook it. So I calculated it out. In 3 cups of broccoli, you get 8 grams of protein. That's for 100 calories, right? So for 100 calories of steak, it would be, this is about 100 calories. Maybe that. So in this amount of steak, you get 11 grams of protein. And I'm sitting there laughing because I'm like, how in the world, who comes up with these things? And sitting there trying to make people feel bad. It's like, well, all you have to do is eat 100 calories of broccoli and you get all this protein. It's like, it's such a small amount. And you lied because it's not more. You don't get more protein eating the broccoli. You get 3 more grams from eating the steak for the same amount of calories. Not only that, who's going to sit down and eat 3 cups of broccoli? I mean, maybe I could have tucked that away when I was younger, or if it's oven roasted broccoli, because that stuff is just amazing. I don't eat it now because of the indigestion that it gives me. But yeah, it just cracking me up. It's like, who comes up with these things? And the other issue too is like, if you look up, is plant protein easily digestible? The answer is no. It has to go through a process in your system in order for you to turn it into protein. Whereas this is just straight up protein. You can easily access that. So I'm always telling people, like, I don't care. If you like the plants, eat the plants. Just understand what it's doing, right? Or understand what kind of nutrition. Like, so if you're eating plants to help you go to the bathroom, that might not work as well as just eating some extra fat, right? Because, everyone's like, oh, the fiber, we need the fiber. No, I've found for myself, it's like, no, if I have extra fiber, it actually makes me go to the bathroom less, and it's not a pleasant experience. But anyway, that it makes me mad when that kind of thing is getting spread around and repeated and stuff. So I'm like, well, I'm going to post about it and post the actual information. I don't know if anyone else is going to spread it around, but we'll see. Oh, let's see, that's 86 grams. It's so funny because when I measured this, when I weighed this before I cooked it, it was, let's see, 106 grams. So you lose 20 grams of liquid when you cook it. I could add more in and then it would like make things balance out. But I like getting to this point and then adding the butter because I love the puddle of butter at the bottom. I guess that's it for now. Trying to think. I did have something else I was going to share with you guys. Well, I'll share it real quick. I had such a stomach ache last night. And I wasn't overeating. I wasn't eating the wrong things. I did go to table tennis last night for about an hour and a half. And I think my hormones were just off because it's weird because it's like I didn't have the stomach ache until just before I went to bed. And then it was so bad. But it's not a normal stomach ache. It's like almost from like my belly button down. That's how I feel. Like I feel nauseated and it doesn't make any sense to me. So I think it's hormones, just the way it comes on and leaves. So I thought I was fine. I went to sleep sitting up, and then after a little while I was fine and I was able to go to sleep laying down. But I woke up around like 1:30 and it was starting up again, and it's like my heart feels like it's about to beat out of my chest. I was getting like the hot and cold flashes and stuff, and I thought for sure I was going to throw up, and then it just gradually drifts away again. And I'm like, see, if it was food, I don't think it would just go away. I think that it would continue until my body got rid of it. So anyway, I don't know. It's so weird. But that is all for now. I will see you guys at lunch. And I just realized I say this as though everyone has been around for a while and they know what I do. I try to do 100 grams of food per meal. That's around 4 ounces. I was measuring it out yesterday. 4 ounces is about 114 grams. I do 100 grams. Now, a lot of people think that that's not a whole lot of food, and they're right. It's not. I came to this number by trial and error because I wanted enough food to last me from lunch or from breakfast until lunch and not being hungry in between. So this is the right amount. I mean, I started low. I started with like 60 grams, which was like 3 bites. So a lot of people are like, oh, that's not a lot of food. But also, please remember, I had the cup of coffee. So it's coffee with 2 tablespoons of butter and 2 tablespoons of heavy cream. That is a lot of fat. Plus, I get another like 35 calories from the collagen. That's, protein. So anyway, these are things that you have to keep in mind. If you think that I'm not eating a lot, it's not a lot, but the combination of the 2 things is enough and I'll be fine until lunch. And I would encourage, like, if you are stuck in a stall, give it a try. Try weighing your food. Don't worry so much about the macros of fat, protein, blah, blah, blah. Just weigh how much you're eating and see for yourself, how much do you actually need before you're truly hungry? All right, now that's it. So lunch is meatballs in a quick Alfredo sauce that I made. And this is flavor coffee. Butternut Toffee by Kitty Town Coffee, and it has 2 tablespoons of butter, 2 tablespoons of heavy cream, a few dashes of salt, and a scoop of collagen. 3rd cup of coffee here. This is Lancaster County Roasters cinnamon sticky bun. I have a scoop of collagen, a few dashes of salt, and I didn't measure the cream. I had cut the third cup of coffee out for a while because I kept getting a stomach ache at night. And that was like several months back. I can't remember when that was. But anyway, I brought it back for a trial. Now, I don't put butter in this cup because I think it was the excess butter that was causing the problem at night. I haven't had any problems except last night I did. I what? Little. Last night I did have a stomach ache, but I think that was hormones. So that's a weird thing that I go through with my cycle. But anyway, I'm yeah, if I start getting stomach aches on a regular basis again, this will be cut. But for now, it's like I said, trial. For dinner, I'm having some cold grilled chuck topped with some egg salad, and I'm gonna have one of these bad boys. These are like cheesecake ricotta bites. I have the recipe. I'll link it. I did these a bit differently though. I actually was out of ricotta. So I only have like a small amount, and instead I swapped in some cream cheese. So highly recommend trying that recipe. These are delicious. And that is all for today. I do want to say it was probably a mistake to eat the egg salad because I was burping it all night. My goodness, what is the problem there? It makes me so sad. I love egg salad, but man, I burp the egg whites. That's what I do. It's like, is it possible? I would feel bad just eating the egg yolks. Would I feel bad? I might feel bad. I don't know. But yeah, I don't. I saw this recipe for making egg salad out of scrambled eggs, and I might give that a try just because I love egg salad. But yeah, the whites. This is one of the reasons why I'm hesitant about eating like fried eggs. I love fried eggs, but I will burp the egg whites. I can have scrambled eggs. I don't know. Something happens when it's all mixed together and I don't have that issue. But yeah, that's frustrating. Anyway, that's all for today. Thank you so much for watching and listening. This video is brought to you by my faith in the Lord Jesus Christ, who has everything you need and nothing you don't. Let me know in the comment section if you also have an issue with like the egg whites.